Hey guys, here, welcome to another top 10 GTA 5 episode. In this episode, we're going to be focusing on top 10 SUVs within the game. There's a total of 15 SUVs, and I've selected the top 10 favorite SUVs in my personal opinion from performance and visuals as well. And if you guys disagree with this list, then feel free to let me know with what you would rather put in the list for the top 10 out of the other SUVs that you may think deserve to be in this list that I may have not mentioned in this episode. Also, I'd greatly appreciate if you guys leave a like rating if you enjoyed this episode, and let's get right into it without wasting any further time. Okay, coming at the number 10 spot, we have the Cavalcade. This is another SUV where there's two different versions for this. This version that you're looking at right now is only specific and unique towards the San Andreas Autos website, which you can purchase for $75,000 within in-game money. The other version is sort of slightly more modernized, suited for GTA 5 with upgraded headlights and rear lights, as well as the front grills, making it more shiny and sort of chrome effect. It's making that slightly more faster as well, slightly more appealing for much more, a lot of people. But I much rather prefer this because it's unique in itself. So moving on to number 9, we have the classic Wrangler. This is the biggest SUV in the game out of the 15 SUVs that we know in this game, and this is a very, very strong SUV because of its size. However, the downside to it is the speed and the handling. So you also have the cop version of this. Is pretty awesome, where you have cops standing on the side by the window because of the side steps, which is pretty cool, a unique feature for this particular SUV. So moving on to number 8 spot, we have the Mammoth Patriot, as all we know as in real life the Hummer. The Hummer itself, this in the game has a couple of versions for it as well. This version in particular is much rather I prefer, but some others prefer the other version. And this version and the other versions have sort of similar performance, and this one has amazing speed. You can just see from this example how far we went from that small jump there. And another example here, unfortunately it wasn't the greatest example, but we can still reach the top of the skyscraper, showcasing the capability of the speed for this SUV. So definitely is on top, is in the top 3 list for performance and speed for the SUVs in the game. However, at number 7 spot, we have the Landstalker. This one has a lot of customizable options, but I much rather prefer the performance as well, and the handling. I think it's got one of the best handling out of all the SUVs that I've tested so far when it comes to high speeds and sharp turns. So I wanted to put this as the number 7 spot, but visually I didn't particularly like the appeal and attraction for it because of the original design sort of ruined it. However, the customization mods slightly helped it in a sense, but it's still there, and I felt like it deserved the number 7 spot. I don't want to put it too down low in the list. The 7 sort of fits it. So we move on to number 6. We have the FQ2. Sorry, wow, such a tongue twister. And this one we know in real life as the Infinity. And this one, at first I thought it looked like a Porsche from the front, but then I realized it's not. It looks completely different. And I really like the sort of the paint job that we have for this, sort of the availability with primary and secondary color, and just general size. It just makes it perfect for an SUV, comfortable to drive. Alright, moving on to number 5 spot, we have the Serrano, the benefactor Serrano, which is sort of the Mercedes in real life. And this one, I apologize for the customization color options here. I don't know what I was thinking at the time, but I realized how crappy this is. But this one, yet again, it's got a lot of mods available. The handling is great, the speed is average. For top speed, it's one of those SUVs that is easy to handle, and looks pleasant. The overall design looks appealing and attractive if you choose the right colors, that is, and not the colors that I just chose here on the screen. So yeah, this is another one of these SUVs that you should definitely try out. So moving on to number 4 spot, we've got the Dubsta, the benefactor Dubsta. I'm sure you guys are all well aware of this beast, and this is another one of these SUVs. Ton of customizable modification options, and it's not bad, when it comes to handling and top speed and just general performance. It's great just because of how big and how much of a beast this looks like. It still does the job as you request. Some huge airtime right there. Managed to do an awesome little barrel roll there, side barrel roll, but definitely another SUV to try out, top of the list. But then we got the Baller. This is the Range Rover Bowler. I'm telling you this right now, there's 2 different versions yet again for this. You've got the older version, the casual version. You've got this latest model, which I much rather prefer. It's very sporty, therefore the speed is great. However, it's way too heavy, so when it comes to handling, it's gonna really suck when it comes to sharp corners and stuff. So you got to be aware of that. The braking is not the greatest in that sense. Alright, moving on to Bravado Grzly. This one's another heavy SUV, but I thought it deserved the number 2 spot because of the sheer beauty is absolutely gorgeous. However, unfortunately, there really wasn't much customizable options, but the performance and the sound it makes for the engine, literally, I don't know what it is, but it's just so good to listen to and just drive. It's just amazing. Soothing, smooth, crisp, creamy, sour. Oxymoron, but then again, it is still one of the best SUVs I've driven so far. But then for the number one spot, I had to put the Rocoto. The Rocoto, mixture between the Audi and the Porsche, the front being the Porsche, the back being the Audi. This, in my personal opinion, had to be the best for performance. Not so for the visuals, not much available for customization. However, for the performance, one of the fastest SUVs out there, on par with the Hummer, and it's so comfortable to drive with. And put another example here, it's about to reach the top. However, I sort of failed with my driving before the ramp, but I definitely felt that this was the best SUV for the top 10. So let me know in the comments below what you think what your list would look like from the SUVs I just showed. If you guys would like to add any other SUVs that I may have missed out from the list out of the 15 in total available from GTA 5, but I was only allowed to do for the top 10, chose the best 10 that I felt was in need to be showcased within the list for our top 10 SUVs. So thanks for watching, guys. Greatly appreciate if you guys left a like rating as always. Subscribe for more GTA 5 content, as well as Gran Turismo 6 coming out on 6th of December, which I'll be posting. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Check your sign out. Good night, peace. Yeah!